Oh, hey everyone, Henry Yellow here. Welcome back. Right now, we are going to watch The Informer from 1935. To those who are new to this channel, right now I am watching movies from Akira Kurosawa, John Ford, and Orson Welles. So remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications if you want to know when a new reaction is coming out. Now, if you'd like to see more amazing movies reactions, then go ahead and check out my Patreon because some movies and some videos that I post are not available on YouTube. Okay, now let's watch The Informer. A lot of movies use this silhouette walking, like Double Indemnity. There was one more. Can't remember which movie that was, but it's something to do with sabotage. Strife-torn Dublin, 1922. Then Judas repented himself and cast down the 30 pieces of silver and departed. Frankie McPhilip, wanted for murder.
Gypo, what's the use? I'm hungry and I can't pay my room rent. Have you the price of a flop on you? No. Some people have all the luck. £20 and the world is ours.
What are you saying that for?
Saying what?
What are you driving at?
Oh, Gypo, what's the matter with you?
Go and get your £20 from that scud I threw in the gutter. Take it.
£20. There's a £20 reward.
Go right in there, lads. Don't you know me, Gypo? And what is it? What are you staring at? Nothing, Frankie. I've been court-martialed. You remember the time that killed Quincannon? We drew lots for it, and I got the short match. I couldn't do it, Frankie. He swore he'd desert if I'd let him go.
And you believed him?
Then they threw me out of the organization. I'm walking around starving without a dog to lick me trousers.
Think of all the jobs we pulled off together. With your muscle and my brains, I'd leave you alone for a minute and you go and get in trouble again. Man alive, I'm your brain. I looked you up first thing to find out if the Tans were still watching my mother's house.
Not since Christmas.
If I get a chance to see Gallagher, I'll put the word in for you. Up the rebels.
I'm not sure about the situation in 1922. Irish and the British. Oh no. He's going to report on his friend?
I've come to claim the £20 reward for Frankie McPhilip. Frankie McPhilip?
Yep. Gypo betrayed Frankie.
The bread's that fresh, I can't cut it. Oh, my boy, my boy! Oh,
Mother, Mary.
oh, Frankie. Oh, you're sure nobody's seen you?
Just my old pal Gypo Nolan. You see, I had to find out if the Tans had a guard on the house.
Get up! Get out of here!
Machine gunner. Isn't that overkill?
No, 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 Frankie, no, no!
Out of the way! Where's my phone?
He's not here.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Oh!
McPhillip was killed, trying to escape, sir.
What was that about? Why did he try to strangle him?
Whiskey. Oh, there's a lot of things I'd like if I could afford it.
Really? He's gonna spend it on whiskey?
I've got to have a plan. Gypo, I'm your brain. You can't think without me. You're lost. You're lost.
I've been looking all over for you. You know I love you. You're the only one. You know it.
I did it for you.
You did what?
You forgot your change, me boyo.
Did somebody die and leave you a pot of gold?
What are you saying that for?
Or did you rob a church or what?
It was a sailor of an American ship.
That's allowed.
If you say a word of it, you'll get me into trouble.
What do you take me for? An informer?
What are you talking about informing for?
Gypo!
Who's an informer?
What's the matter here?
Oh, it's all right, Barney. I'll take you back. Oh, no, Gypo.
Ooh.
Gypo, you gave him a pound note.
I forgot something. They'll be wondering why I'm not there already.
I see, because the man knew that Gypo informed the police. So Gypo is the informer. But of course, since the man is blind, the man probably didn't know.
Oh, Frank. Oh, Frank.
I'm sorry for your trouble, Mrs. McPhillip. I swear by all that's holy, I warned him to keep away from this house.
Good heavens, man, there's no one suspects you.
You've been very good to me, Mrs. McPhillip. I'm sorry for your trouble.
Life, what are you hurrying for?
Who's in a hurry?
You don't seem to be in any need of money tonight, Gypo.
Oh, Flatly!
What's wrong, boys? What are you up to?
He suspects me.
Suspects you of what?
Commandant Gallagher wants to see you.
Well, I'm not going.
Is it afraid of the Commandant, Char?
Afraid? I'm not afraid of the finest man that was ever whipped. Come on.
He's all jumpy and jittery.
Well, Gypo, you don't seem glad to see me. There isn't a thing I wouldn't do for you, Dan Gallagher, and you had me court-martialed.
You had a fair trial, Gypo. There were others who wanted to give you this. Frankie McPhillip was your pal. This looks like the job of an informer. We have to get that informer, understand? What's the matter, Gypo?
What's the matter? The last 6 months I've been starving, that's what's the matter. I got no clothes. I got no money. I got nothing.
We'll call that quits and reinstate you on one condition, that you find the man that's informed on Frankie McPhillip.
Can we have a drink on that? Have a drink on the counter, Tommy. Pardon me, boy. This is a drink for you. Ah, that's fine stuff.
He's gonna finish the whole thing.
I go through fire and water for you.
Who informed on Frankie McPhillip?
It was that rat Mulligan.
Mulligan, the tailor.
Ah, that's fine stuff. It was the grudge.
What grudge?
Ah, the grudge. The grudge.
Man alive, you've eradicated the whole bottle.
Ah, Tommy.
He also just had an entire bottle of whiskey earlier.
You remember his sister Susie?
Whose sister?
Why, Mulligan's.
What has she got to do with it?
Why shouldn't he have something to do with it? Figure it out for yourself. I saw him going to the Tan's headquarters tonight.
What time?
6:30.
There'll be a court of inquiry tonight at 1:30 at the ammunition dump. Be there.
I'll see you boys later.
Now he's trying to frame someone else.
And stake me life on it. He's the one that did it.
He's drunk. One thing is certain. We must destroy that informer. One traitor can destroy an army. It's his life against ours. You understand, Bartley?
I do.
6:30 is after after Frankie had been killed.
What are you looking at me for?
See you looking at me?
Well, the cat can look at the king. What are you talking about kings for? Here. You're drunken. Oh, there was a... What do you think you're doing? I saw you hit that man. You'll have to come along to the station.
Oh no.
Will you look at the two of them, lying there sweet and peaceful as the babes in the wood.
Let me go. I had nothing to do with it at all. What's the matter? Gypo, me owls, and I want you.
Man, the poor guy got framed.
Who is he? He's Gypo Nolan, and he's as strong as any bull. He's a king. That's what he is. King Gypo.
Used to be pals with Frankie McPhillip, who was shot by the Black and Tans tonight.
He died fighting for Ireland to be free. And every man here should do the same thing. And I'll do it when my time is called.
I want to know everybody to come and have some fish and chips with King Gypo.
What, Gypo's gonna buy them fish and chips?
Quiet! Silent! Quiet! Come on, every man, Jack. I'll pay for the lot.
Now do you hear that? He's going to pay for it. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, people are gonna wonder where he got the money.
Oh, the please, ladies first,
Ladies first. He sure talks a lot, but he takes it for himself. Gypo's getting too drunk. Drunk on alcohol and drunk on money. Drunk on power. This guy in the bowler hat was also in Three Bad Men.
Bartley, me boy. Hey, let him alone. He's a friend of mine. Get inside there. Oh, it's a fine night. The finest night of my life.
Probably the last night of your life.
That reminds me. There's somebody waiting for me.
Gypo, wait for me, you darling. Wait for me.
Ain't we have to get to Katie's yet?
Oh, there you go, talking about Katie. She'll be all right on the streets, never fear. Hey, what do you do? Take your hands off me. You think you're the king, do you? Well, you're a big lump of beef, that's all you are. Your last penny is spent, and I have no further use for you, ipso facto. Oh, be the holy. There's enough there to choke a horse. And me joking about it a few minutes ago. You're a king, and the descendant of kings.
This guy.
I'm going to find Katie.
Yes, and I'm the boy to lead you to her. Come on, she's a lovely girl, Gypo. Come on.
I tell you, it's not the place.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'd lead you astray?
Yes.
Your little Katie is inside. You hear her laughing and singing. Open wider, or I'll smash you to a molecule. Gypo! Show me can't intimidate us.
And what do you mean breaking in here?
I'm looking for Katie Madden.
Well, you won't be finding her here.
Come back, Gypo. Come on back, and face them like a man.
You're in the wrong place, my young man. Now get out! Get out before I throw you out!
Katie.
My name isn't Katie. Why don't you go back to the gutter where you belong?
Now, listen, don't talk to Gypo and me like that. I suppose you think we have no money. Well, we have lashes of it. What did I tell you? He's as rich as crazies.
Hey, give everybody a drink.
The guy is just using Gypo, and Gypo is so drunk that he's letting himself be used. Frankie was right when he said that Gypo was the muscle and Frankie is the brain.
I'll teach you to behave like a gentleman amongst ladies.
Oh, Dad.
I wish it could have been me instead of Frankie.
If I lost you, I would only want to die. Dan, when is this trouble going to end? This killing and more killing.
The man who knew about Frankie knows enough to destroy us all. The moment he's frightened, he'll run to the Tans and tell everything. Did Frankie think he was followed when he came home tonight?
No, he was sure he wasn't.
Had he seen or spoken to anybody?
Only his friend Gypo Nolan. Oh, Dan, what should I do if anything happened to you? Whatever happened
I forgot something. I gotta be going.
He's done this 3 times already.
Come on back now. Come on, I'll get you a nice drink. Come
Yes,
on.
and I'll sing you another song.
You only tolerate him because of his money. I should have gone to the police.
What do you want the police for?
I want to get back home.
Where's your home?
It's near London.
There's your fare. £5. Get out of here and go home. Keep the money. Go on.
You're a good man. A good man. He owes me £4 for board and lodging.
Not another word. Now listen, Gypo, don't start this all over again. I go through fire and water for him, and he do the same for me. I ask you to drink to the undying friendship. Shut up! Who, may I ask, has the impertinence to tell me and Gypo to shut up?
It's always me and Gypo.
Badly, me boy. Come and have a drink. Come along, Gypo. Is it 1 o'clock?
It is.
I know who they are. Them is the Republican Army. I'm no friend of Gypo's. He wormed his way into me confidence, and I'd never lift me hand against the crown.
Who's going to pay me for that last round of drinks?
Come on, Gypo.
You can pay for the drinks yourself.
Ah, now listen, Aunt Betty. Give me till tomorrow till I raise the wind.
McCain! McCain!
Oh, dear, oh, dear. There's going to be a strange face in heaven in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
What's wrong, Gypo? Where are they taking you?
Okay, it's all right, it's all right. You remember the £20 I was talking about? Yeah, I got it for you.
Well, it's obvious now.
Come on, Gypo.
The £20 that he got by offering Frankie's life.
Down below!
Oh man. This must be Mulligan.
Mulligan, man alive, you ought to be in bed.
You brought him here. Huh.
Now I remember. That's the one that informed on Frankie McPhilip. It's a lie! It's a lie!
You stand over here, please. Give the court an account of your whereabouts from noon today.
At noon today, I was lying in my bed. I had a bad pain in my right side from bronchitis. All morning. And I had to stay in my bed with it.
Come on, Mulligan, I'll make a clean break of it.
It's not for me to condemn you, Gypo. Maybe you're not responsible.
What are you driving at?
Sit down.
Bodily, me boy.
Shut up.
You arrived at the chapel about 3 minutes past 6. How long did you stay?
I stayed there till about 6:30. I met Barney Kerrigan there.
Near the
Barney-
chapel?
Yes.
And you couldn't have been near the Black and Tan's headquarters, say about 6 o'clock?
Oh, heaven forbid.
You liar, you liar. Sit down. Liar, Bodily. Shut up.
One more question. Did you bear anyone a grievance? About your sister Susie, I mean.
Sure, my sister Susie's name is Mary Ellen. For the past 28 years, she's been living in Boston, Massachusetts.
You had no grievance against Frankie McPhilip.
The Lord have mercy on his soul. What for?
Bodily.
Good night, Mulligan. Show him out, Kerrigan. I'm sorry, Mary. Will you repeat what Frankie told you when he came home tonight?
He said that he met him at the Dunboy house.
What do you mean by telling all those lies about Mulligan? Were you drunk or what?
I've taken me a drop. Maybe 2.
What did you do after leaving Frankie?
I'm all mixed up. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm drunk. I can't make nothing out, Dad. I tell you, I'm drunk. I can't.
You broke your first pound in Ryan's. The blind man there says you gave him a pound. And finally, you gave 5 pounds to Katie Madden. That makes just 20 pounds.
I can't remember, Dad. I don't know.
Confess, man, ease your soul. Who was the informer?
There's no way out now. He did it.
I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it.
No. Lock him up. I'm sorry you had to see this.
Why must we be killing one another? What good will it do? Oh, why can't we have peace?
When a man turns informer, it's his life or ours.
So it's who draws the short stick.
You go first. Are you afraid or what? No. It's your shot, Dennis.
He got the short end of the stick, just like when Gypo got the short end of the stick. Yeah, and Gypo is really strong.
I tell you, his jaw is smashed to a jelly. That Gypo's an inhuman monster.
Smashed his jaw to jelly. How powerful was that punch?
Frankie!
It's too late to regret now.
Gypo! They're after me, Katie. I done it for you. That's what I couldn't tell to Gallagher.
What have you done?
I informed on Frankie. You're the only one I can trust now.
You don't know what you've done. I'd lay my life down for you. I'm Katie Merton. I'm Gypo Nolan's girl.
Shut the door.
I've come to beg of you on my knees. He didn't know what he was doing. Forgive him. He didn't know what he was doing. He'll be punishing himself to the rest of his days. Dad!
You think the Tans will let him alone now? They'll drag everything he knows out of him.
I'll take him away.
Please, Katie.
I swear by all
Please.
that's holy, I will. You're the one that's been hurt. And I can see by your eyes that you love him too. Suppose it was his life you were begging for.
Where's Gypo now?
He's in my room. The other side of the church.
Katie, this is no time for sentiment. This is war. I didn't pass sentence on him, the court did. Don't you see how helpless I am?
Oh crap, I think he smashed his head in.
Frankie!
Yeah, he's still holding on. Frankie's mother.
Twas I informed on your son, Mrs. McPhilip. Forgive me.
Ah, Gypo, I forgive you.
She forgives him.
Frankie! Your mother forgives me.
It's easy to say that he didn't know what he was doing. Perhaps he didn't. Maybe it was driven by the hunger in his stomach, or his love for Katie, or his greed for the $20, or his hopes and dreams of a better life elsewhere with Katie. But one thing's for sure, he made a mistake. He went and informed on Frankie, his best friend, and got him killed. I understand Dan Gallagher's perspective, because if Gypo informed the police because he didn't know what he was doing, then what's going to stop him from informing the police again about the movement, about the rebellion? So Gypo is a risk. He's a big risk. And we can also see that he is very easily influenced, especially when he's drunk. He was influenced by the guy, I don't even know what the guy's name was. That guy easily just brought him around and then made him feel good. He has a silver tongue, or a very sweet tongue, that knows how to compliment Gypo, make Gypo feel good, call him King Gypo. And he made Gypo spend a lot of his money on a lot of things like fish and chips, alcohol, and everything. I believe the only good thing that Gypo did in this entire movie is he gave the £5 to the woman who wanted to go back home. Frankie was right when he said that Gypo's the muscle and he's the brain. Gypo is big, he's strong, but he didn't really know how to think for himself, and he didn't consider the consequences of being an informer until it was too late. The next thing I'm going to check is about this conflict that's going on, 1922 in Dublin, Ireland. Okay, I think that was the Irish Civil War. It started by the artillery bombardment of the four courts in Dublin on 28th of June 1922. A split among Republicans over the Anglo-Irish Treaty signed with the London government 6 months earlier led to fighting within Ireland. The forces that opposed the treaty had occupied the building known as the Four Courts. And then on the 28th of June 1922, pro-treaty forces were ordered to attack the Four Courts by the newly created Provisional Irish Government. That was the starting point of a civil war which was to last almost a year and lead to hundreds of deaths. Opponents of the treaty felt that it did not go far enough, it did not end the partition of Ireland, and it did not offer complete independence. It kept Ireland within the British Empire with an oath of allegiance to the king. Oh, I see. That was the point about the king that Gypo was saying in the movie, and the Irish people oppose it. The war ended in May 1923 as the pro-treaty forces overcame their rivals. An estimate of over 1,000 people died. Even after the conflict ended, the Civil War defined politics in Ireland with the emergence of opposing political parties reflecting the division over the treaty. In what was seen as the end of so-called Civil War politics, Vienna and Fine agreed to share power in 2020 for the first time. The treaty, known as the Anglo-Irish Treaty, was an agreement reached in 1921 between the UK and the Irish Republic that marked the end of the Irish War of Independence and the beginning of the Irish Free State. So it was a war for independence that resulted in the treaty. After that, it was a civil war between the pro-treaty and the anti-treaty. Okay, I think that's enough history lesson for now. I don't want to spend too much time talking about all of this in this video. So the movie is set in a background during this conflict, and that's why an informer could very easily destroy the movement if the informer approaches the British with this kind of information, or not approaching the British, approaching the pro-treaty. But in the end, the pro-treaty prevailed over that conflict. Today, the three largest political parties in the Republic of Ireland, Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, and Sinn Féin, are direct descendants of the opposing sides of the war. Sorry if I mentioned the names wrong. I'm not sure how to read the, Well, that's it for The Informer. What do you think about Gypo, this character, and also the movie in general? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching the movie with me. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.